अस्सलाम वालेकुम व्यूअर्स, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। उम्मीद करती हूँ आप सब खैरियत से होंगे। आज का हमारा टॉपिक है कैरोलिन एंड क्रोमविलियम लिटरेचर। The turbulent year of the mid-17th century during the reign of Charles I and the subsequent Commonwealth and the Protectorates saw a flourishing of political literature in English. Pamphlets written by sympathizers of every faction in the English Civil War ran from vicious personal attacks and polemics through many forms of propaganda to high-minded scheme to reform the nation of the later type. Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes would prove to be one of the most important work of British political philosophy. Hobbes' writings are some of the few political works from the era which are still regularly published, while John Burnhall, who was Hobbes' chief critic, is largely forgotten. The period also saw a flourishing of new book, the precursor to the British newspaper, with journalists such as Henry Medium, Marcus Needham, and John Brickhill, representing the view and activities of contending parties. The frequent arrest of authors and the suppression of their work, with the consequence of foreign or underground printing, led to the proposal of a licensing system. The Pagita, a political pamphlet by John Milton, was written in opposition to licensing and is regarded as one of the most eloquent defense of press freedom ever written. Specifically in the region of Charles I, 1625-48, English Renaissance theatre experienced its concluding aflatoxin. The last work of Ben Jonson appeared on stage and in print along with the final generation of major voices in the drama of age: John Ford, Philip Mitchell, James Shirley, and Richard Bond. With the closure of the theatre at the start of English Civil War in 1640, drama was suppressed for a generation to resume only the elitist society of the English Restoration in 1660. Dietrich John Evelyn and Samuel Past depicted everyday London life and the culture scene of the time. Their work are among the most important primary sources for the English Restoration period and consist of eyewitness account of many great events such as the Great Blues of London and the Great Fire of London. Other forms of literature written during this period are usually scribe political subtexts, or their authors are grouped along political lines. The clever poet, active mainly before the Civil War on much to the earlier school of metaphysical poets, the forced retirement of realistic of life after the execution of Charles I was a good thing in the case of Oscar Walton, as it gave him time to work on his book The Complete Angler, published in 1653. The book, ostensibly a guide to finishing, is much more a meditation on life, leisure, and condiments. The two most important poets of Oliver Cromwell and England were Andrew Marlowe and John Milton, with both producing work praising the new government, such as Marlowe's and Horton Audio upon Cromwell's return from Ireland. Despite their Republican beliefs, they escape punishment upon the restoration of Charles II, after which Milton wrote some of his greatest political work. Thomas Browne was another writer of the period, a learned man with an extensive library. He wrote prolifically on science, religion, medicine, and other history. तो ये था हमारा आज का टॉपिक। उम्मीद करती हूँ कि आपको आज की वीडियो पसंद आई होगी। पसंद आई है तो वीडियो को लाइक कीजिएगा, शेयर कीजिएगा, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिएगा। थैंक यू।